I'm Liz Findlay, and welcome to this podcast series on inspiring spiritual entrepreneurs. We'll be chatting with some of the wonderful business owners who come to Starseed Business Networking. This is a free monthly meeting I co-host on Zoom with Steve Nobel, and you can find details of the next meeting on the events page of my website, lizfindlay.com. Today, we have the pleasure of chatting with Charmaine Thornton. Charmaine helps Starseeds and Lightworkers with their health and wellness through energy healing, meditation, and alkaline nutrition. Charmaine, welcome.
Hi, Liz. Thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for being with us. So I'd like to actually start with delving into your childhood, because I thought that was really key to your journey to starting your business. So tell us about your spirituality in your childhood.
Well, I was born to parents who were kind of agnostic. So they left it up to me to find my way in the world. And I always looked up to the skies and wondered what was out there, and had sort of conversations with spiritual beings, as I didn't know what to call them. And then going to school and primary school and high school, we got the formal religion of being Christians, and I didn't know how to fit myself into all of that, but I went along with it because that's what we were told that it was. So I spent a lot of time going to the different camps and that kind of thing. In high school, there was a charismatic movement where people would be praying for each other and going on youth groups and that kind of thing. And for me, I felt, well, I can kind of fit into this. So I would pray for people and really feel that the energy in my hands were, as I was praying for them, for their healing. And also there were times when we were speaking in tongues, as we called it then. And I just felt a connection then with my spiritual life growing. And it was still something I couldn't label as such. For me, I just wanted to be spiritual, not religious. So people ask me, oh, what denomination do you go to? And I said, well, I don't see myself as it. I just see myself as spiritual, but not religious. So fast forward many years, looking back at me growing up with the freedom to form my own opinion about spirituality. I now know that the speaking in tongues is very much like the light language we know in our groups, and also the praying for people with laying on our hands is equivalent to Reiki and energy healing.
Yes.
So it's really come to a point where I'm more comfortable in my spirituality and to be able to use those spiritual gifts to help other people.
And so you went on to train in Reiki?
Yes, I am a Reiki practitioner, and I don't just do the Reiki. I like to combine it with the crystals. So I would use the different crystals in the chakra regions, and as well as the light language. So I like to combine all of them because it allows me to bring forth that healing that people really need, whether it's physical healing or emotional healing. And it's so good to be able to finally be myself in that area and to help people with
And
the healing.
you were telling me that it was your Reiki master who introduced you to the concept of star seeds.
Yes, it was because of the fact that I couldn't find a word for it. People would ask me, and she said starseeds, and it's just like, wow, that is exactly what it is. Knowing that we come from other places in the galaxy, and we're here on Earth to help people here on Earth, and our Mother Earth as well, to ascend and to bring that healing.
Yeah, I think finding that out for me was also a very key moment, because I definitely struggled with friends all through school, and I reckon I was the only star seed in my junior school. And then to start finding my tribe through meeting other star seeds, it's been so wonderful.
Yeah, well, it's true what they say, your vibe attracts your tribe. So the more your authentic self, the more people like you come into your life. It's just amazing.
Like attracts like.
Mm-hmm.
And so you used to live in South Africa, like me. We both grew up in South Africa.
Yes.
So when did you move over to the UK?
I left in 2000, so 22 years ago. I can't even believe that time has flown so much since then.
Wow. And so when did you do your Reiki training? Was it in South Africa or the UK?
Here in the UK.
Yeah, me too. I
Mm.
also found a Reiki master over here. And so what made you start your business after you did the training?
I felt that it's not just something I could do for myself. I've always had a calling where I've felt that I need to help people with their healing. And it's not really, being an introvert, it'd been easy for me to sort of, okay, I'm going to do this thing now. I'm going to start my business, because all those years I've been in a corporate role, and being the person who does the job for somebody else, and I just felt that wasn't enough. I need to now do this and fulfill that calling that I have.
And so just share with us what you were feeling about now having to speak about yourself rather than someone else.
It hasn't been easy, but I felt that going regularly to the Starseed Business Networking has given me an opportunity to think about what I want to offer to the world, what I need to say in order to let people know what I do. And I can't just sort of hide behind a Zoom screen and sort of let other people do the talking. It's really helped me gain that confidence.
Oh, that's amazing. And you've certainly found your voice because you're now doing meditations and you're on Insight Timer.
Yeah. Um, it's not something that I was originally planning to do. I was happy to do the energy healing, the Reiki, and the nutrition, because I've been looking to improve my own health. And it's when enough people said to me, "Oh, but you've got such a lovely, calming voice." And I really feel so peaceful after having a conversation with you. And I thought, well, I think the universe is trying to tell me something through these people. And that is how it started for me to do the meditations. And I'm working with a friend of mine who's a musician, and he does the music on the
Oh,
background.
wow.
And I do the guided meditations.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And so tell us about your journey leading up to the nutrition.
Yeah, so for quite a few years, I'd been struggling with my health and my weight. It got to a point where I was taking probably about 6 different medications, and I was a
Wow.
size 22, and I was just unhappy with the way I was feeling. So I looked into the nutrition and started even doing a course on that. And now I'm a qualified nutritionist. That helped me to a point as well. But it's also the mindset that's very important as far as doing nutrition. So your thinking affects a lot of things in your life. And
Absolutely.
spending time in the mornings doing my own meditation practice has helped me focus on that. And today, with the combined with the nutrition and exercise and mindset through meditation, I'm now a size 14. There's still some room for me to improve, but you know, it's knowing that I have a process and this is something I can help other people with as well.
And that you've completely transformed, and it's not because I've seen people yo-yo diet, but
Yeah.
you've made a complete transformation, which is
Mm-hmm.
incredible.
Yeah.
So can you share with us one tip that has really helped your business to help inspire the listeners?
Yes. It's knowing that you don't have to do it all yourself. Some of us, we're multi-talented and can do a variety of different things, but you don't have to do it all. So I met a web designer through the Starseed Business Networking, and he's busy working on my website. And sometimes, you just got to let other people do those things that you don't have the time to do. So that's
And
the
that you
tip.
don't want to do.
Or don't want to do. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, because I think it's very important. Outsourcing,
Mm-hmm.
especially the busier you get, and those tasks you just don't want to do.
Yeah.
I can do some of my own bookkeeping, but I've had an accountant for many years now because I simply do not want to give the brain power to figuring out all the different allowances that I can use to legitimately reduce tax. I'd rather just pass it on to the professional and
Yeah.
free up my time to create meditations and social media
Yes.
posts. So thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing that with us.
You're
So
absolutely welcome.
if you'd like to connect with Charmaine, then check out her website, charmainethornton.com. And thanks again so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's been lovely being part of this podcast.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.